passing on the video for the guidance of the members. Since it's part of the submission, with the indulgence of the members, may we play that video?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes. So, Secretariat, please be directed to play the video about that Romanov.
Just a simple message sa ato ang Pangulo. From now on, before you go to bed, think of the Romanovs. Think of Benito Mussolini and his wife. And think of what happened to you in 1986. And maybe you'll reconsider the direction that you are taking.
Honorable Zamora.
Madam Chair, I just wanted to make a brief manifestation regarding that video. Maybe I'll give a little crash course on history. The Romanovs were the ruling imperial dynasty in Russia from the 1600s to the early 1900s, Madam Chair. And why? At sila po ang royal family noong 1900s until 1917. Noong 1917, nagkaroon po ng February uprising kung saan napilitan mag-abdicate, i-give up ni Tsar Nicholas II ang kanyang pwesto dahil may communist uprising. Pagkatapos po, October 1917, merong another uprising by the Bolsheviks, which was led by Vladimir Lenin, And ano pong nangyari dito? Kaya mahalaga itong Romanovs na to. Sila po, ang buong pamilya, ang mag-asawa na si Tsar Nicholas II, si Tsarina Alexandra at ang kanilang 5 anak ay kinuha, nilagay sa isang house sa Siberia at isang araw pinagpapapatay po silang lahat. So, yun po ang reference, nakababahala po ang reference nila sa Romanovs. Bakit naman din po nila babanggitin si Benito Mussolini? Sino ba to? Ang fascist dictator from 1922 to 1943 ng Italy. He allied himself with Hitler and the Axis powers until he was removed by King Victor Emmanuel and executed in 1945. The point is, Madam Chair, nakababahala nga ang kanilang reference sa ganitong mga okasyon, sa ganitong mga tao, and their propensity to refer to executions or to idolize dictators is appalling and should not be countenanced. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
That is very enlightening. Can we hear first the appreciation of the NBI? Having heard the history from the Honorable Zamora, how did the NBI appreciate this video of Mayor Baste?
Yeah, well, thank you for the cross-court history. Although we already have traced back why there's a referral on that matter. So, and I tend to agree with the Honorable Zamora that the reason why we're still considering what we're saying, that there's an ongoing investigation, because just recently, I think first week of April, there was a rally in Club Filipino, when they launched the Rage, even the name, you'll see it, Rage, so, wherein the Mayor Baste Duterte made reference to kuhain yung ulo ng Pangulong Marcos, ano? And we've noticed a pattern na paulit-ulit, laging sinasabi, kuhain yung ulo. I think there was also a video submitted by NBI, which was also being considered in the ongoing investigation, that Vice President Sara Duterte also preparing to remove the head. You know? And I'd like to make a reference on the earlier statement of Honorable De Lima on the pattern of behavior of the family. So lahat po yan ay recorded naman and been publicly used. And yun pa po yung isang nagiging challenge sa amin sa NBI because again, just recently when the President Bongbong Marcos was present live in Palayan, Isabela, meron pong isang individual doon sa live na nag-post na barili na yan. So it's very alarming dahil hindi na parang continuing na po yung threat sa ating Pangulo. And kami naman po sa law enforcement, any threat to the President or high official in government, we consider it as a threat to the national security. So it's good that these things are being raised here. So in addition to that, I issued a memorandum circular, administrative order number 11 po, dahil sunod-sunod na nga yung mga threat po na nakikita namin sa social media, creating a task force to continue investigate this matter.
That's Administrative Order number 11.
Yes, ma'am. and
What
it's
do you
part
call the task force?
yung wala naman pong official name, but it's a task force to monitor all the threats to the President and to all other officials in government.
Is that part
Na-
of your submission also?
Yes,
to the
ma'am.
committee?
Although it's not directed particularly to the Dutertes, but it's directed po to, in general, sa lahat po. But this is an offshoot because of the behavior po of the family. Of
In
Duterte.
other words, Director Matibag, the reason why you are considering all these videos, Director Matibag, is for you to be guided on whether or not threat was actually committed.
As to the press conference of Vice President Duterte, it's already been established by the Bureau.
It's
Even
established already.
long before I came to the Bureau, nandiyan naman po yung records, the record which speaks for itself, na the threat, the grave threat and the inciting to sedition are clear. All the elements were present, and dyan po, we're just awaiting for the decision of the prosecution service.
May we just know for the record, because you mentioned a while ago that there is a follow-up investigation. May we know the purpose of the follow-up investigation if you have resolved already the offense of threat that was committed against the first couple and the former speaker? How about the follow-up investigation?
It's an ongoing investigation po. If you recall, doon po sa video ni Vice President, sinabi niya na no joke, nag-hire na siya ng assassin. Ano po. And we're trying to identify and pinpoint the assassin. And just to let you know, we have leads already. We have some personalities that we are nagsusurveillance at sinusundan po namin. But I have to caution you and immediately say that I apologize that we cannot name the names of those individuals naming sinusundan. But we are zeroing on several individuals already na maaaring yun po yung kinausap niya doon sa threat na ginawa po niya.
Wait, let me confirm. You said that you have leads about the assassins hired by the Vice President?
Yes, ma'am. Meron po kaming leads na mukhang talagang, at yun naman po yung findings na talagang may kinausap, kaya nga po nag-file ng kaso ng grave threat at inciting to sedition. Ano po.
And this is the assassin hired to kill the President, the First Lady, and the former Speaker, which we saw from her video.
Yun po yung part ng aming ongoing case build-up and to solidify po kung ito yung individual talaga. If you recall, meron pong mention, it's not been denied, na meron pong itinayong Vice President Sara, parang Vice Presidential Security Group, yung sarili niyang group. So, yun na lang, in general, we're looking on those individuals in the close associates of the Vice President.
Can you expound on the Vice President Security Group? What is the significance of this to your ongoing investigation?
Well, meron po kasi mga na-identify dyan na still in the military service and marami rin po dyan yung no longer in the military service. Ano po.
So-
remember, yung sinusundan po natin is the second highest ranking official of the country. So she has the network. So at kaya po kailangan nating sundang maigi at i-surveillance po yung mga nakakausap at mga kinausap po.
Is it correct to say that the subject matter of your follow-up investigation is the statement of the Vice President that he has hired an assassin?
Yes po, doon po talaga yon dahil we considered it as a serious and actual threat to the life of the President, kaya kailangan po naming bantayan.
And you consider the creation of the Vice President Security Group significant in the investigation of this having hired an assassin?
Para sa amin po, yes, because it is very unusual to a Vice President. If you will look at the history of other Vice Presidents, hindi po ganun karami yung security group na nakabantay po sa kanila.
When
Madam
you
Chair,
say hindi po ganito karami, can you give us an idea? How many security does the Vice President have in comparison with those
Well,
who serve as Vice Presidents?
I'm not sure what is the number, but during the time of Vice President Lenny, I think it's not even more than 30. Pero dito po, hundreds po yung security na tinayo po nila.
You are saying that during the time of Mayor Lenny, Vice President Lenny, around 30.
That is
And
my recollection po.
during the time of VP Sara, how many?
Hundreds po ngayon yan yung na-identify dyan
By hundreds? Is it 100, 200?
More than this, I think it's ranging from 500 po. Nagbawas na lang po yan
500?
Makikita nyo naman po yan, di ba, doon sa paggasta doon sa confidential fund na mention po yan
So this is 30 versus 500? Is that what you're saying, Director Matibag?
So this is unusual po. It's not usual doon sa comparison. And we're looking back also as far as the other Vice President at that time.
Thank you. Now,
Madam Chair,
may
Madam
we...
Chair.
Yes, I was about to call you. We
Thank you.
recognize the Honorable Tino and then the Honorable Vice Chair Brian Po.
Thank you. Actually, Madam Chair, yung napag-uusapan ngayon ni NBI Director Matibag, actually yan yung precisely yung ating line of questioning. Kung babalikan po natin yung statement, yung threat